Hello, today we're going to talk about adding RNG or random number generator in Hypixel Housing. Now, this video wouldn't be happening if Alex Warrior hadn't reminded me that random integer stat placeholder actually exists in Hypixel Housing. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, if you want to make a random number generator, you could do it, like I originally tried to do it in the brute force way. You create a function with the single goal of having the randomizer that randomly chooses what value the RNG stat will be at by manually setting each value up to 100%, if that's even enough, and we'll get to that later. Or you could just use the random integer placeholder. Now, if you don't know what a placeholder is, it's essentially a variable that has its own predefined function that's Hypixel can display whenever you call it. It's basically using pre-written code from the backend so that you don't have to make it yourself. And here, the percentage random.int/lower lower value, which for our purposes will be 1, and higher value will be 101, as that's the upper limit, and 101 will be excluded. So it will basically be choosing a number between 1 to 100. If you stick around until the end, I will show you how to add multipliers or modifiers to the RNG system. But for right now, let's just get into how to implement this random number generator. Okay. All right. So you're gonna want to go ahead, and we're just gonna go ahead and give it a function. All right. A random action. So we're just gonna use this one. We'll do. Let's call this RNG. It's basically we do percentage random dot int/1 will be the lowest number that you can call, and 101 will be the upper limit, excluding 101. So it is pulling a random number from 1 to 100 whole numbers. Okay. So basically that's creating a random number. But now we want to create a percentage. Okay. So let's just say I want this in. And for the purposes of this video, we're gonna want to make our rarest drops at the top, and our more common drops at the bottom. And I'll explain that later when I cover how to create multipliers, modifiers, implement them into the random number generator. So we'll check if RG is, let's say, and then what you want to do is set your condition to compare it between, let's say, a common drop. We want to check if it's less than or equal to 50. Okay. If it is this common drop, then we'll go ahead and give them a common item, right? And let's just go ahead and get another one again, the condition. We're gonna check if the variable RNG is greater than 50, or hold on, let me make this one less than or equal to actually. Like every rare item, 100 is at the top end, and then put another one which is greater than or equal to, let's see, only 95, so that's a 5% chance. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and say you had a 5% chance of getting this. I don't know why I put that there anyways. Let's just do another one for good measure, okay? Let's do one that's just equal to one of them. Okay, let's say if it's equal to 24, right? So that's only a 1% chance. Okay, we might not get it, but anyways, basically, 1% chance of seeing this. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this right here. This shouldn't be here. Okay, anyways, so now I put this inside late, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and see if we got a common drop. Okay, just ignore the place right? I already closed in there. But this is a very common drop. We're getting faster a lot, okay? Oh, we have 5% chance of getting this, okay? Now we got that thing twice. Okay, now we just got it a bunch more in a row because this is completely random. Okay, you see the other one? That's only 1% chance of getting this. We haven't got it at all. Okay. Ooh, and there we go. We had 1% chance of seeing this. And that was like, let's see, we got 60 items plus 6 5% chances. That was like 91 hits just now. So you can see how that works, alright? Now, this system is well to work if you have like less than 100 items, but otherwise they'll have to all be at least 1% chance of getting them, or you could like expand it to 1 to 201, but then that's just gonna make it where you have a half a percent chance of getting all the 200 items. Sorry, my bad. All the 100 items. If you make them all 1% chance. So we're just gonna assume that you have less than 50 items for this, and that should be fine. I'm not gonna explain the percentages, but anyways. Why did I put that in there? It was like, it's not important at all. Anyways, though. I was supposed to show you how to add a multiplier or a modifier. I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that actually, so I'm not sure why I put that in there. Let's just go ahead and change this though. Because like I said, you want the rarest thing to be at the very top, so let's just go ahead and just say if this is 100%. Actually, let's go ahead and check if it's greater than or equal to 100% chance. Even though it will only do up to 100, that way our multiplier or our modifier will still work on this. And 99% chance. True, let's make this a higher percent chance. Let's say like 89 is a 10% chance. And then let's just get another one. It doesn't matter where in line A goes. If RNG equals is less than 59, and RNG is greater than or equal to let's say 41. Is that a 20% chance looking at this? Because that was, what was this? 59 to 41? That's basically 60 to 20% chance. Send chat message, you have 20% chance of picking this. Okay, now it doesn't really matter where we put this, but we'll just go ahead and put this back here. And you do that by shift clicking. Alright, then I'll start whichever direction you want to go. Now we're just going to go into function and just say, hold on, just whenever we click this guy. Just gonna add an action right here, tell us what the RNG number was, so that you guys can see how this is working. Step down. There, flash range. Capitalization doesn't matter. Wait, was that capitalized? Okay, now I don't know if it's capitalized. Hold on a second. Okay, it is capitalized, anyways. Right, I'm doing this. So doing that. Oh yeah, if you have the percentages lapping over each other, then you do have a chance of getting two of the same things at the same time. So you can use that to your benefit if you want. Or also sometimes you might, like I was saying, if you have 100 items, they'd be forced to lap over each other if you wanted a more than 1% chance of getting each item. Anyways though, let's add the modifier in. Let's just say if you have a blaze rod in your hand, hold on a sec. And we create modifier. We can set modifier to like 25. Okay, so that'll increase the chance, increase our chances of getting more items like a quarter. Okay. If you have a better way of doing this, someone else probably has a better way of doing this because that means that it completely excludes any common drops you would get. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and add it. We're gonna change. No, that's not what I want to do. Change the variable RNG. It's very important that this comes after the action that sets RNG. We'll get incremented by modifier. Sorry, stat present stat fair slash modifier present. Okay, and then we put this right after RNG being set, and put before we check for conditionals. Okay, and now we have a higher chance of getting more rare items. See, now you can see that the numbers are higher. And we're getting 2 chances. I'm not, wait, how are we getting 9 from this when it's adding plus 25? Hold on, what? 1% chance. Somewhere in there I think we still have a 1% chance. Ooh, there's a 1% chance, and it was at 100. So anyways, I think that's all I have for this video. Anyways, if you haven't seen Alex Warrior's video, this wasn't by him, and he does a better job explaining it. I just wanted to show how to do this in the actual Hypixel editor instead of using the Hypixel language editor, so that you can see how this works if you don't have the Hypixel housing language editor. Okay. Thank you for watching. Consider leaving a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully. Crazy stuff, Mario. Come on! Do not make me delete the entire thing. I don't want to do that. I will be forced to do this video. Funny man. Alright. Nope. Okay, come on. Alright, this is what the video's gonna be now. Oh my god. What not to do. You're not helping. Okay, we're safe. Okay, so that's your lesson for this video. Don't ever put teleport in this thing.